All right, so I'm going to invite your next stand-up comic. Everybody, please give a huge round of applause to James Hammond.
Woo! Zach Hammond, everybody. Make some noise for this guy. Put him on the show. Fuck, welcome to the Placebo Lounge, or as I like to call it, the inside of a serial killer's mind. What Dexter Morgan is thinking all of the time. That's just... Where should I put my beer? Any suggestion? I might the velvet seat? No, that's a bad idea. All right, so yeah, I'm James Hammond. A lot of people say I look like Ben Affleck. If he was an angry cab driver from the 80s. He's like, hey, get on the ride! Doing an Al Pacino impression at the same time. No, it's fucked. People always compare me to celebrities. It's fucked up. They'll be like, yeah, you look like Ben Affleck, but like, if he was in constant need of a ride home, you know, just they always throw a weird shit like that. Anyway, so you guys are obviously all from Etobicoke. Make some noise if you represent the Etobicoke streets. You know, I like to think, I just noticed that Etobicoke very much represents every city that the world's wildest police chases takes place in. I was watching that online, I'm like, this looks like Etobicoke. Every single one looks like Etobicoke. I mean, Etobicoke's the kind of place where, like, if you slip on some ice in front of a person, they're more likely gonna stab you, take your wallet, and like jump on the streetcar to their crack dealer's house instead of helping you up, right? No, I didn't do that. I'm not like, I never stabbed anyone. No, obviously, come on, the pretty girl with the glasses never stabbed anyone. We get it. I don't know. No, seriously, Etobicoke is the kind of place I've noticed, like, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, people having conversations where they just yell at each other across the street. There'll be like one guy on one side, another guy on the other side, like, hey Tom, you going to the party tonight? It's like, fucking right. I'm like, get a cell phone. Like, what's going on? They got like a piece of styrofoam cup and like a string, just like, all right, see you later, bud. You know, Etobicoke's fucked. I don't know. I've lived here for 2.5 years, and I like to think it's the kind of place where like any man with a good shawarma recipe and a dream can make it. You got the right spice, you're gonna fucking make it. It's true. It's true. I don't know. You guys ever take the bus? No, we all have drivers in here. Fuck. All right. Do you know what a bus is? Woo! I know what a bus is. All right. Get this. I was at Kipling Station the other day, right? And I was waiting for a bus. And I got the privilege, this is really fun, to watch other people run for the bus. Holy fuck, that's so fun. And I'm sitting there, I was having a smoke. And get this, there's this one lady, starts off, she's holding her purse like this, right? Holding her purse in her hand. And she's, for some reason, her arms like that, right? And she's running like... just like full speed though. I'm like, this is amazing, right? Next guy comes up. He's like this gangster G'd out black guy, right? His pants are like down to his fucking like down to there, right? He's holding on to him with his ass, with his hands, and he's got like a 60-pounder in his hand. It's like a 60 of like rum, and he's just like running like the most G'd out walk. I'm like, this is fucked up. Funniest one though, there's this Indian guy. He's got a turban on. It made it way funnier, all right? The guy who's standing, he's got a turban on. He's running, no bags, but his hands on his chest, and he's doing this. I'm like, I thought he was waving at the driver, but I then started to think, does that make him go faster? Is that like the Indian secret to running quick? It's like, his hand on the chest. It's not racist, I just said Indian. You guys are like, is this racist? No, it's not. Fucking, you know, bus drivers are, I don't know what it is. All right, hear me out here, guys. Bus drivers, it's like every single one of them were hired from like a job fair strictly dedicated to assholes.
Yeah.
It's true, it's true. No, fucking don't even call me on it. We all know someone who works for the TTC, all right? And we all know they're a fucking asshole. My buddy Timmy's the biggest dick in the world and he works for a TTC. It's true, man. Like they're all, it's like you had to, okay, here's my impression of the job interview at the TTC. It's happening, all right? So I was like, all right, so you want a job as a bus driver? I was like, yeah. It's like, all right, 3 questions. What do you do if you know, someone comes on, they only have $2.95. He's like, do you let them on? Kick them off. He's like, actually, I subdue them until the police get there and charge them for fare evasion. He's like, oh, nice. That's good. All right, secondly, okay, what do you do if you see a lady holding some bags running for the streetcar? Do you stop or do you keep going? He's like, neither. I stop, open the doors, and when she gets right to the doors, I close them and speed off. We're like, holy fuck, this guy's good. This guy's good. All right, 3rd question. Single mother with a baby carriage comes on. Uh-oh, what do? Do you help her with the baby carriage or do you not? He's like, I help her with the baby carriage, but I make underlying comments about where the father should be and how the kid's a bastard. There's like, oh, all right, you got the job, sir. He's like, thank you so much. Oh my God, you're not going to regret hiring me. They're like, wait, did you just smile and be polite? You're fucking fired. Get the hell out of the job, fucking. That's every team. And here's the thing. sign on the streetcars every day. One TTC driver is assaulted every day. I mean, if we work really hard, we can raise that to 10, at least. Because, you know, at first, if it was like once a week, I would blame the person assaulting the driver. But when it's happening every day, it's like, that's the driver's fault. That's not the people. Like, maybe once in a while, that's crazy people. No, this is the driver being an asshole, right? So, since I don't like to assault bus drivers, here's what I do, all right? Here's how I get back of them. When I get on, and they go to hand me a transfer, I snatch it out of their hands, a really vicious like. It was like, snap! Like, what up, bitch? And then they look at you like, hey, what was that? I'm like, just grabbing the transfer, sir. You have a good day, you know? It's fine. I don't know. Anyway, that's my bit about the TTC. That was enjoyable. Thank you very much. All right, you guys ever, this is funny. Oh, when I'm on the TTC, I'm going to keep going on about it. Why the fuck not? You know those, like, homeowners magazines? You know those fucking, like, magazines like, how to buy a house, and here's all the listings of houses. I was reading one of those. Not that, like, obviously, based on my vest, I'm not buying a house anytime soon. But I like to trick girls into thinking I can afford a house when I'm on the TTC, right? They're like, that guy's reading a house manual. I'm going to bang him, right? So anyway, I'm reading through it. And there's some fucked up ads. One of them said, one of the ads was like, serious inquiries only. It's like, what, I'm just gonna fucking waste my time and yours by trying to buy a house? Like, what, I'm just gonna, like, prank phone call this guy, like, so, you got a bungalow for sale? It's like, wait a second, is this a serious inquiry? I'm living there? Main question, does it raise the market value? That's all that matters. Is having old people live in my basement. I don't know, old people? That's where you guys get offended at? Oh my god, old people, that's a... Say the word fag 30 times in a row to lighten the room up. That's the rest of my set, fag. Fag. No, I'm just joking. It's not. And no, that word, I used to get called a fag all the time. It was ridiculous, and it hurt. I actually don't think it should be used as an insult, ever. You should never say it to anyone in a derogatory way. Make some noise if you're with me on that. Woo! This guy, you racist bastard. This guy refused to clap. He was like, oh, we should insult everyone. All right, you guys ever have your mind play tricks on you? No, never? I'm the only person in the whole fucking, that's weird. That happens to me all the time, right? Like, you know when you're walking down the street and like, is that R2-D2 from Star Wars? You're like, no, it's the recycling bin. Or you're like, is that a group of tall guys about to beat me up? No, a bunch of short trees, like really skinny trees just beside each other. You're like, oh, thank God. Those trees aren't going to beat me up. I have a really fucked up imagination. The other day I'm walking down the street and out of the corner of my eye I see a raven flying out of a bush directly at my face, right? I'm like, holy fuck! And I jump to the ground, but before I jump, I make like the highest pitched girlish scream you ever could. I'm like, ah! Like I jump to the ground, and I don't get attacked, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And I look back, I'm like, it's not a raven. It's a black garbage bag floating in the wind. Are you kidding? My brain convinced me though, 100% of the way that a raven was trying to kill me. Never even seen a raven. I've seen a bunch of crows. I read one poem about a raven in grade 8 and it's fucked me up ever since. Thank you, Edgar Allan Poe, tormenting children from beyond the grave. Yeah, so the worst part about it, there was a group of hot chicks walking behind me, and they see me like look at a garbage bag, scream like a girl, then dive to the ground. Doesn't really scream alpha male, you know? It's not like, that guy's gonna take care of our family. A garbage bag comes to the door, I'm like, take the baby! Just take it! That's funny. All right, I got a couple more jokes here. You guys know the Queen streetcar? Fucking the Hades ride to hell, like the fucking, god damn, that place is fucked up, eh? Like, it's so weird. I was riding it about a week ago, and I get on, and there's a guy in the back, and it's packed, and he's doing this. He's singing. He's going, rabba-dabba-dee-dop-da-doop-dop-doo, rabba-dabba-dee-dop-da-doop-dop-doo, rockin' robin, the rockin' robin. I'm like, this is awesome. And the thing was packed, and nobody's even batting an eye. It's like, this is normal. This is the Rockin' Robin guy. He's on here every day. He sings that song every fucking day. Don't mess with him. And I'm like, this is weird. So I look at him, right, and we lock eyes, which is fucking bad if you want to avoid conversations with crazy fucks singing the song Rockin' Robin on a streetcar. We lock eyes, and he's like, hey, you know the song Rockin' Robin? I'm like, yeah, it's a good rendition. I like what you did with it. He's like, it turned 80% of Toronto into lesbians. Really? I didn't know that. He's like, you know tap water? I'm like, yeah, I live in a first world country. He's like, turned my uncle gay. And then he goes right back into the Rockin' Robin song. Robin, I'm like, this is amazing, right? So like, I fucking, like, he goes to get off, like a minute later, and he walks by me, and as he walks by me, he takes off his hat. I think he's asking me for change, but he holds it in my face, and there's just aluminum foil on the inside of this guy's hat. And I'm like, what's with the foil, sir? He's like, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm like, please do. He leans in really close. I can just smell like the garbage on his breath, and he's like, I have the aluminum foil to keep the satellite rays from turning me homosexual. And then he skips off the streetcar, right? So I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, this guy's just the most closeted gay dude in the history of time, right? Like, he's like, those thoughts in your head of you like wanting to do gay shit, like, it's not the song Rockin' Robin. It's not tap water. It's definitely not some satellite ray. There's not like some like government agency like strictly dedicated to turning people gay. Like, hey Johnson, who do you want to turn gay today? It's like, let's point the satellite at that crazy dude on the Queen streetcar. It's like, yes, let's do it. They're like, let's get, oh fuck, he's got an aluminum foil helmet. Our only defense against the gay satellite. What do you want to do? It's like, let's point it at ourselves and fuck each other senseless. And those guys just do it, right? Because, I don't know. No? Weird. That's where you draw the line? Gay sex? I got you. All right. I got you. All right. Last joke here, guys. So I got off the streetcar because I was fucked. It's weird. And I was walking down 3rd Street. You know, there is a park on 3rd Street. There's a playground down there, right? And I saw this fat African-American girl playing on the jungle gym. They just laughed at African-American. That's not a joke. It's just, African-American? Fucking racist. No, I'm just she's playing on the swing set, right? And she's playing around, having fun, and she's pretending she's a princess. And I just think to myself, I'm like, isn't that precious? I look closer, it was just a black garbage bag floating in the wind. Anyway, I've been James Hammond. Check out mine, James Hammond Comedy. Make some noise for Zach, make some noise for all the comics. Great show. Keep on coming.